The Shri Ram avatar represents the manifestation of Maryada, the transition from the raw, fierce power of the warrior Parashuram to the refined, ethical equilibrium of the ideal human. Shri Ram is defined by his adherence to duty, that is dharma, his profound humility, and his ability to remain composed and graceful, whether he is being crowned a king or exiled to the forest. In the life of Sushant Singh Rajput, this phase is the era of grace and idealism. It is the period where his immense intellectual and physical optimization was channeled into a higher purpose, being a good human in a world that often prioritizes being a successful star. Shri Ram is the perfect man because he operates within a code of ethics that transcends personal gain. Sushant's version of this was his unwavering idealism. In an industry often characterized by transactional relationships and ego, he sought to be an outsider who maintained the grace of an insider to the human soul. He didn't view his fame as a throne, but as a responsibility. This is where his quiet, substantial philanthropy comes into focus. Whether it was donating crores to flood relief in Kerala and Nagaland, or his education for all initiatives, he did so without the fanfare typically associated with stardom. He acted out of a sense of dharma, the right thing to do, mirroring Shri Ram's commitment to his people over his own comfort. One of the most defining features of Shri Ram is his sthitprajna, his equanimity. He accepted both the palace and the forest with the same calm smile. Sushant exhibited a similar emotional resilience. He faced the exile of being misunderstood by his peers and the wilderness of ambitious projects that were shelved or delayed. Yet, his public persona remained one of profound kindness and humility. He was known for his warm hugs and his genuine, wide-eyed interest in the stories of common people. He treated a fan with the same intellectual respect he would give a scientist. Like Shri Ram, who found beauty and allies in the forest among the humble, Sushant found his greatest joy in the unseen corners of life, stargazing, teaching, and connecting with the everyday dreamers of the world. The self-musing quote that anchors this Shri Ram commitment to the ideal is perhaps his most foundational statement. To be a good human being is the first and most important thing. For Shri Ram, every action, even the most difficult ones, was filtered through the lens of being a good king and a good man. Sushant viewed being a human as a craft in itself. He believed that all the physics, the acting, and the fame was secondary to the purity of character. This reflects a mind that has found its North Star. In the randomness of his life, he had finally identified the one constant that could not be compromised. He was building his life on the first principle of empathy. Shri Ram's bow, the Kodanda, was a weapon of immense power, but it was only used to protect and restore balance. Sushant's weapon was his influence. He used his platform not to exert power, but to bow before the majesty of the universe. He often spoke about how little we actually know in the grand scheme of the cosmos. This intellectual humility is the true hallmark of a Shri Ram-like personality. He had the bow of a superstar, but the heart of a devotee. He used his fame to point people toward the stars, toward coding, and toward self-improvement, acting as a protector of the dreams of the youth. Much like Shri Ram protected the sages in the forest. Rama proves that the ultimate mastery is the mastery over one's own ego and conduct. By the end of this phase, Sushant had moved beyond the warrior phase of competing with the world and had entered a phase of harmonizing with the world. He had become a symbol of what is possible when intelligence is tempered by heart. This established the moral and emotional clarity required for the next phase, Shri Krishna, where this idealism would evolve into playfulness, polymetry, and the cosmic lila.